Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Um, this is the night episode of Card Chaos Live. I'm your host, Trisha Joy, and oh, my hair is all messed up from my headphones. I am so sorry. Anyway, this is a game I created at the beginning of COVID to kind of get past that period where we didn't have any NBA games. And what I do is I shuffle my NBA trading cards. Yes, I am an NBA card collector. And I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. Again, any player, any position, any era, anything goes. Today, we are going to feature a topic of discussion that is controversial in some groups right now, and we're going to compare Tim Duncan versus Charles Barkley. So I'm just going to show off my Tim Duncan and Charles Barkley cards. These are the featured players for this matchup. Yeah, Moses, this is a late night game. I'm switching to nighttime because people are now back at work. But here are my Tim Duncan cards. I have two, and I have two Barkleys with me, but I probably have more. But this is my Tim Duncan Prestige here. If you can see it right here. All right, so Tim Duncan Prestige and another Tim Duncan Flair Tradition. All right, those I actually bought probably back when I was a kid. And so those are the two featured cards for today. And the Barkley cards, sorry, I'm getting my charts ready, are here. So I have I have two Sixers Barkley cards. All right, none from the Phoenix Suns, but we all know he was the star there. So here's my young Charles Barkley. This is probably his like 7th or 8th year in the league. And here's another Charles Barkley rookie that I have. Charles Barkley rookie right here. You can see young Charles in the back, all with the full hair and stuff. Right? And so those are the two cards that we're featuring today. We're only going to use one of them, obviously, for the matchup. For those of you who are new, this is an 8-person bracket. All right, so I'll show you the brackets that we've had before, and go ahead and tag your friends, and then we will fill in this bracket. So this is what I put the names in, and let's go to slide 77. This is the bracket that we're using today. We're using this empty one, and we're going to fill it in. We have Charles Barkley and Tim Duncan there. Then the last episode, we had James Harden come out on top. He had to face Kevin Durant. It sort of always comes down to OKC for me. And I don't know if this is like torture or that's the way the cards roll. But this is the bracket that we're going to fill in now. We have Barkley and Duncan already in the bracket, and I'm going to fill in the rest. So for those of you who don't know me, I am very dramatic. I love music. So I'm going to go ahead and play the music while I fill in the other 6 players. Again, this is Charles Barkley versus Tim Duncan, but we are going to see who else is going to play in this round, episode 72 of Card Chaos Live. All right. So in the other brackets, let's see who we'll have. All right. In the first bracket, we will have Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, my favorite player, will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right. Against Klay Thompson, we will have Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert has stepped into Card Chaos Live. All right. In the second bracket, we will have Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson has come out in this episode of Card Chaos Live. Against Allen Iverson, we will have We have Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. Yes, yes. And in the last bracket, we will have Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. And against Kyle Lowry, we will have against Kyle Lowry, we will have against Kyle Lowry, we will have no. Against Kyle Lowry, we will have well, Patrick Ewan has made it to this episode of Card Chaos Live. Now the subs will be Giannis. Giannis will be a sub on Card Chaos Live. We'll also have CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. And the last player who's a sub is John Wall. John Wall will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right, guys, welcome. Keep tagging your friends. I'm going to go over it one more time. We're going to have Patrick Ewing, all right, versus Kyle Lowry. We're going to have Tyler Hero versus Allen Iverson. We're going to have Karis LeVert versus Klay Thompson. And featured today will be Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan versus Charles Barkley. All right. The subs are as follows: John Wall, CJ McCollum, and Giannis. All right. Thank you. All right. Night, folks. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of people hate this matchup, and I bring it up all the time, the Tim Duncan versus Charles Barkley, because I just think that we look at these players from a team perspective, and that's the way we should. It's a team game, but like when we break down these players as individuals, I always question whether or not some individuals got the better team, the better coach, and was able to be successful in their career. And that's not like an unfair thing. It's just a part of the game. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the bracket up one more time. Let me bring the bracket one more time up and go ahead and fill in the players. The first matchup is supposed to be Klay versus Karis LeVert. Now, I don't know who's watching right now, but if you want to keep this matchup of Klay versus Karis LeVert, all you have to do is say stay. If you want the matchup to be fixed, updated with the subs, and the subs are, again, Giannis, CJ McCollum, and John Wall, you can go ahead and say sub. So right now we have Klay versus Karis LeVert. I think this is a decent matchup. I know how highly you guys think of Klay, but I think Karis LeVert is a good matchup for Klay Thompson. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this as is if I don't see anybody that said sub. All right. So Moses says stay. And so we're going to go ahead and stay with Klay Thompson versus Karis LeVert. All right. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. We have Klay Thompson versus Karis LeVert. Let us begin. Listen, all right, I am, if you know me, I already have my favorite right now, okay? But I'm going to put up your favorite first, and you guys' favorite is going to be Klay Thompson. And I know you're going to be like, oh, man, Klay Thompson is like the best shooter ever to play behind like Steph Curry and is up there with Kevin Durant. But I think that the issue here is that Klay Thompson cannot set up his own shot, but Karis LeVert can. All right. So I'm going to apologize for a second. My cat just jumped up on the desk. But I think Karis LeVert showed us in the bubble that he's good at creating his own shot. He's good at doing whatever he can to create for his team. Whereas Klay Thompson, I think, is more of like catch and shoot. I can't imagine Klay Thompson setting up his own shot, and so I'm going to pick Karis LeVert. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. You guys, I have such a problem right in front of me right now. My cat is playing itself. So I'm going to let it go past. Go. If you can see the tail right here, it's like right in front of me. So I can't even see the comments. All right. I can't even see the comments. Guys, give me a second. I got to coerce this thing. All right. So thank you so much for your patience. All right. So Moses is here. Moses is the only one that spoke up on the wall. Moses says that I'm with you. Klay is not a shot creator. So I guess like we win, Moses. Oh my gosh, we win. So sorry, this completely threw me off because my cat knows better. But we're gonna move on Karis LeVert on to the next round and move him into the through the bracket. Sorry, that whole cat thing threw me off. So we're gonna move Karis LeVert on over Klay Thompson. All right. So the next the next bracket would be Allen Iverson versus Tyler Hero. All right. Remember, we have three subs. All right. We have John Wall, CJ McCollum, and Giannis. All right. So if you want to switch out if you want to switch out Tyler Hero for Allen Iverson, I feel like for this Allen Iverson match, I feel like this is the time. All right. So if I were you guys, I would pick. This is an interesting one. I would pick obviously John Wall. Because they're both point guards. So if I were you, I'd pick John Wall. I'm gonna wait for somebody to speak up. If no one picks, then I'm gonna go ahead and move on John Wall. All right. So I don't hear anything. So I think that I'm gonna run the wall. I'm gonna move I'm gonna sub Tyler Hero out and I'm gonna put in John Wall. All right. So here's a new matchup. We have Allen Iverson versus John Wall. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Allen Iverson versus John Wall. Let us begin. Oops. Okay. So yikes. All right. This is actually an intense matchup. John Wall versus Allen Iverson, because I know Allen Iverson is like a legend to us like 90s basketball heads, but I don't know if he could guard John Wall, right? I don't know if John Wall can guard Allen Iverson either, but I think John Wall is a formidable point guard to go up against Allen Iverson. He's maybe just as quick and explosive, and he may be bigger in size than Allen Iverson, which would present like a lot of difficulty when it comes to like posting up for Allen Iverson if he had to post, but also John Wall could put him in the post. So I would pick John Wall, honestly, and this hurts my feelings, but I would pick John Wall over Allen Iverson. Hurt. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. And it's just me and Moses right now, but that's fine. It'll pick up in coming days. But John Wall is just as fast and bigger. I think length gives Wall the edge. Yeah, I agree. So let's move on, John Wall, and go to the main event bracket. All right. So the main event is Barkley versus Tim Duncan. And I apologize for the people that think that I'm bugging over this, but I do pay attention to detail and skill sets. And when I put up comparisons like this, when I say, okay, let's compare Barkley with Tim Duncan, I'm not trying to troll at all. I'm actually trying to bring to attention like the skill sets that each player has, removed from playing in the team, right? Because Tim Duncan has obviously more rings than Charles Barkley, but that doesn't mean that it's Charles Barkley's fault, if that it makes any sense, that the team didn't win a ring. So let's go ahead and do that matchup right now. All right, so let me just use these two cards. All right, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. We have Barkley versus Tim Duncan. Let us begin. Okay, so Tim Duncan versus Charles Barkley, I think is a closer debate than most people realize. I think Charles Barkley, it as an individual, had more skills than Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan is consistent. I think Tim Duncan, obviously, he had the elbow shot. He had great footwork. He had great quickness. He had the ability to handle the ball, but that wasn't his job. So he had all the basics, I think, that would make him a decent player. The greatest, as some of you choose, but there's something about Charles Barkley that I think is a little bit better than Tim Duncan. I think he was more versatile and would be able to do a lot more different things than Tim Duncan. All right, and early in his career, he was asked to do that, but there are a lot of things that Tim Duncan is limited on that we don't explore because we don't want to mess up his legacy. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. So, welcome to Card Chaos Live. I got like a message. I think that it's just me, so I get to run the board. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick. Moses says, I'm always with you when it's against Timmy. Barkley has all the things Tim is weak against. Quickness, ball handling. I think Chuck takes Tim. Yes, we only have to listen to ourselves now, Moses, because we're the only ones in the room. Thank you very much. Moses, they make me seem like I'm going crazy. But I think I understand the respect that they have for Tim Duncan. And I'm not disrespecting that, but I feel like they just don't give other players the respect because I don't know, Anyway, the last matchup we have is Kyle Lowry versus Patrick Ewing, and the subs. Where are my subs at again? We have a few subs left. The subs. Where are the subs? We have CJ McCollum and Giannis, and in this matchup, I would like to. I would actually like to do Giannis versus Patrick Ewing. I think that would be an interesting matchup. So we're going to do Giannis versus Patrick Ewing. 1-on-1. I don't know where this is going, but I certainly am excited to talk about it. All right. So I want to put 60 seconds on the clock. Ooh, Giannis versus Patrick Ewing. Let us begin. All right, Giannis versus Giannis. This is the Giannis card, and this is the Patrick Ewing. All right. I know if we're prisoners in the moment, we're gonna say that Giannis is a much better player than Patrick Ewing, but I may want to beg to differ with this matchup. First of all, none of these players could set up their own shots, right? None of these players, I think, are especially great at with a jumper. I think it then comes down to who the better in the post, and the obvious answer is Patrick Ewing. I think Giannis should develop a post game. I think he's naturally played like a big player, even though they're putting him in the mold of LeBron James. But I think that he needs to have a post game. I think that would be the best thing to improve him and put him above other players and not necessarily mimicking them. So honestly, I would go with Patrick Ewing. Final answer. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. I wish I could put that in like a Knicks group. All right, but I'm serious about it. I'm serious about that. I think that Patrick Ewing. I think that Patrick Ewing would be a better player against Giannis. So let's see if Moses is still with us. If not, that's certainly okay. I'm good at picking my own W's. So we just moved on. We moved on to Barkley, and this was Ewing versus Giannis, and I'm picking Ewing. All right. So we did Patrick Ewing versus Giannis, and you guys missed it. Some of you guys. So here's the matchup for the first bracket that we just went through, and we're now in the semifinals. We have Klay Thompson versus Karis LeVert, and Karis LeVert was voted on next. We have AI versus John Wall. John Wall is what we picked to go on to the next round. We have Barkley versus Duncan, and Charles Barkley was able to move on. And then Ewing versus Giannis, and Ewing moves on. The next round is Karis LeVert versus John Wall. All right, Karis LeVert versus John Wall. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right. Because you're late, Joshua. Now we have John Wall versus Karis LeVert. And listen, I'm not gonna be delirious. I know John Wall, like pre-Achilles, is definitely dominating Karis LeVert, but I just want to bring attention to Karis LeVert because I think he's going to be a hot commodity on the trade block soon, because I don't know if he would be able to shine behind KD and Kyrie. Karis LeVert on his own. With Spencer Dinwiddie and all the rest of them, was able to give the Nets a great showing in the playoffs, in the bubble. So I just want to big up Karis, but I think that ultimately John Wall is the better, stronger player with a more mature game that could teach Karis a few things should they mentor, right? Welcome to Card Chaos Live semifinals. We just had Karis LeVert versus John Wall. And it looks like Joshua has stepped in, and Joshua has picked John Wall. He said, how did he beat Klay? It's fairly simple, Joshua. Karis LeVert can create his own shots, and Klay Thompson cannot. So that's an essential skill to have in one-on-one Card Chaos, is to be able to create your own options, right? So I see you with the John Wall. Thanks for stepping in and voting. We're going to put John Wall in here. All right. The next matchup is Charles Barkley versus Patrick Ewing. Charles Barkley versus Patrick Ewing. I think this is a fantastic matchup. So let me get those cards together. Where's Patrick? Oh, here's Patrick. All right. So again, I'm going to show off my rookie Charles Barkley. I don't think it's worth a lot, but it's good to have it, right? So here's Charles Barkley. And we're going to have him go up against Patrick Ewing. All right. Charles Barkley versus Patrick Ewing. All right, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Ooh. 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right, so damn it, first of all, we already know there's a height difference. We already know that Patrick Ewing is a bigger player than Charles Barkley, but I don't think he's more explosive than Charles Barkley. I don't know. Patrick Ewing could block all Charles Barkley shots, and Charles Barkley is not going to be able to post up Patrick Ewing. But would Charles Barkley even try? I don't know. To be honest, I think just because he's bigger and taller, it might go to Patrick Ewing, but I'm trying to think about Charles Barkley's game to see what he would do to beat Patrick Ewing, because it's not like he's dribbling past him or crossing him over. He's going to post him up, but Patrick Ewing is much taller than Charles Barkley, so the post-up even approach or strategy might backfire on Charles Barkley. So I'm a little bit at a loss for words here, because that's a great matchup that I didn't expect. But I'm going to go ahead and see. Joshua said he picked Charles Barkley. So even though I picked Patrick Ewing, I'm going to have to go with whatever Joshua said, because Joshua spoke up on the wall. But note, Joshua, I think Patrick Ewing could beat Charles Barkley one-on-one. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. Quick night game. Okay. Ooh, what am I doing? Barkley. All right. So we have the finals. The finals here is John Wall versus Charles Barkley. Interesting matchup. But we all know who's gonna win this. Let's do it anyway. All right. So I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. We have John Wall versus Charles Barkley. This is gonna be messy. All right. Okay. I really, really want to find a way to have Charles Barkley win this, but I don't see how it's possible. He's not quicker than John Wall. He's not like, even if John Wall misses, I think John Wall could outrun him for rebounds. I think John Wall would create his own shot. I think Charles Barkley would be a sitting duck, and it's not even fair. All right, this is one of the matchups on CardCast Live where it is kind of lopsided, but would be good to watch because of the two characteristics of the players and how they both carry themselves. At the end of the day, if Charles Barkley gets the ball, he's posting up John Wall, and there's nothing that John Wall could do about it. But John Wall can do so many more things than Charles Barkley in the one-on-one game that it will probably not even be close. So John Wall has won this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right. This was so fun. It's good to be back, guys. Again, I'm moving the show tonight because people go to work during the day. We're usually on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Now we're gonna be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at like 10 p.m. Which is kind of late, but it's worth it. The NBA season is back in about 6 weeks, so let's just get warmed up for those matchups, and let's keep it going. Go ahead and tell your friends about the show. We'll be building back the audience in the nighttime. Some of my daytime people are probably sleep right now, but yeah. And we're going to be here every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 p.m. I also want to make sure you guys go to cardcastlive.com. That's our website. I want to make sure you guys go to the the Facebook page, 2MW Sports. That's the home for Card Chaos Live, where we have like t-shirts and stuff like that. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. I'm going to do a Friday show. we'll see, just to get in rhythm. I know Fridays are kind of iffy and people are doing stuff, but I need to get back into the rhythm of things. So I'll do a Friday show. And yeah, invite your friends. I will tell you beforehand who the matchup is going to be. Alrighty then. Oh, I might do a Friday show, but a little bit earlier. We'll see. All right. I do have a show that night, but I will definitely give you the timing. All right. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Let me put on my music so I can leave. All right. This is Cardcast Live every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 p.m. I will see you soon. Peace.